Hello everyone, Purple here. I'm here with another episode of the NNDL. This week we're going up against Juan, uh, who I personally know. I talked with him on Discord quite a bit, and he's a scary opponent. He's actually like a pretty good battler, so this might be a really open. This is one of the first where I'm actually kind of convinced I'm gonna lose. Um, but either way, it's gonna be a really uphill battle. His team mimics that really well because he has Urshifu and Dragapult, which are obvious threats, and the NC. I'm personally very scared of Rotom. I don't really have anything for Rotom. It can Wisp me and Thunder Wave me and Volt Switch on my mons and be annoying. And I'm just kind of worried about that. And Rotom and Celesteela both counter my Convey, which Convey is kind of my endgame here. For what he's bringing, I think he might bring like Urshifu, Celesteela, Diancie, Dragapult, Rotom, and Slowbro. Slowbro has been a problem in the league. It's been living a lot, and he really knows how to play it well. So that might be a problem. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna bring Rillaboom. Like, yes, it's very good against Blastoise, but I have Corviknight and the Buzzwole, which kind of counter it. Electros could be a problem. I don't think he's bringing Sanctuary or Trapinch because my team deals very well with Prime types. But yeah, I kind of built this team around the 6 I'm thinking he's gonna bring. Because if I make that prediction right, I'm already in a really good position. Which means I have Convey, obviously, late game sweeper. I can Draining Kiss the Urshifu and the Dragapult, and possibly the Electros and the Rillaboom, which is just gonna do a lot of damage. And Giga Drain on Diancie or Slowbro are gonna hurt a lot. I was originally thinking U-turn, but with Aromatherapy I can get a last ditch status removal. If like my whole team is statused, I can just sacrifice Convey to get my team back. So that's a safer option. I have my Venusaur, my Gym Venusaur, with which is the Sunny Day sweeper set. It's running Sunny Day itself. I can't really find another good Sunny Day setter. Yeah, this is pretty standard stuff. I have enough speed to outspeed at least the Celesteela neutrally, and enough speed to outspeed Dragapult on the Sun, I believe. At least the answer on the Sun, but also I think Dragapult on the Sun. His team is very slow, with the exception of like Diancie, Dragapult, and Urshifu. So Venusaur has a pretty good matchup, and if I get that Sun up, I know Fine Lash 2 hits Dragapult, which that's a worthy trade in my opinion. If I can get Dragapult out of the way, I will give my Venusaur for that. I can Max Strike the Rotom, which will do quite a bit. Sludge Bomb is of course for the special attack boost. Also hits Rillaboom, which is nice. One problem could be Urshifu, because I think he can live one and hit me with a Wicked Blow, and that's gonna hurt a lot. But all in all, like, if Venusaur takes out 1 or like 2 months, that's gonna be really helpful for me. I have the Buzzwole. I didn't bring him the first 5 weeks. He's finally here. He has benched enough, which like is a dual name because 1, he's been on the bench enough. He's finally off the bench, and 2, he has bench pressed enough because he's buff. He's very buff. This is my answer to Urshifu and Rillaboom. And kind of Slowbro, because Slowbro doesn't like taking a lead life from this. But yeah, this is a defensive answer to Urshifu mostly. Urshifu does get acrobatics, but with no item, it does like 50 to 60% to me, which I can then Drain Punch back, so I'm not all too worried about that. Plus, I can substitute and bulk up, which make my position way better when he goes like Yancy or Rotom. I can Drain Punch those and do a lot of damage. I have just enough speed to outspeed bulky Celesteela. Max speed Celesteela is a problem, but I can deal with that with like my Charizard. Bulky Celesteela I outspeed, and then I can punch it and get my HP back, or get a substitute so it can Leech Seed me, which would be very very nice. For us it's like max HP, 144 defense. It takes hits from Rillaboom and Urshifu very well. Leech Life should still do a lot for the Dragon Bolt, even though it's resistant, because Dragon Bolt is a glass cannon. It can also do a lot of damage to the Slowpoke, but it can heal that off, so that's kind of not a good trait. So, I also have bulk up, so this might sweep at some point after Diancie and Rotom are gone. And speaking of sweep, Charizard is here, and he's a threat. I forgot to change this, but it doesn't really matter. I have Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Flare Blitz, or Fake. After one Dragon Dance, he really struggles with this Pokemon. I believe I outspeed this entire team. Well, actually, a Scarf Dragon Bolt might outspeed me, but beyond that, like, I can Dragon Dance up, and I believe Rotom, which is one of his best answers, takes like 110% if it's a bulky variant. Slowbro could possibly take a hit, but not all too well, like Dragon Claw from +1 Tough Class Charizard with Stab. That's gonna hurt a lot. Electros is gonna take a lot of damage. So all in all, like, Charizard is just here to open the way. Plus, of course, it can deal a lot of damage to the Celesteela, which is huge for me. I have Mew, Tushcraft Mew, which is a bit of an interesting one, because this is my safest lead versus him. Everything except, of course, the Scarf Dragon Bolt I outspeed, and I can Dazzling Gleam and Urshifu, as long as it's not using Wicked Blow, Sucker Punch, obviously. But most importantly, I can lead this, and if he doesn't lead Diancie or Urshifu, I can Stuff Box. And Stuff Box are amazing for his team. His best answers are the Rotom, which I want gone, so any damage I can get on that while it's defrogging is really nice. And of course Magic Bounce from Diancie, which he won't have the first turn. Because like he needs to Mega, so he either leads it and Megas, which means I get a free Volt Switch or a Surf. Surf is there for the Rotom and the Diancie. I get a free Surf or a Volt Switch, or I get Stuff Box, which are gonna annoy his entire team. The only way he can get rid of them is Rotom. Actually, does Dragapult learn Defog? I don't think Dragapult learns Defog. But yeah, Rotom is his best answer to that, and I want Rotom gone. Because Rotom is one of the few things that counters Venusaur. So I'll be fine with that. I'm really hoping we can get up rocks, because that's gonna be a huge help. For us, Choice Scarf can catch like his Dragapult and his Urshifu sleeping, and I can Volt Switch on stuff to annoy him and get some chip. And lastly, I have Silvally Dark. Originally, I had Corviknight, physically defensive Corviknight, specifically for the Diancie. And that's a very good option, because Diancie can touch Corviknight very well. The best it can do is like Reader Roost and Earth Power on it, which is very risky. But then I realized I don't have a Shadow Ball switch in, which means a Specs Dragapult could just sweep through my team. So I decided to swap it for Silvery Dark, and this actually helps me because I have max speed, max HP, max attack is normal. I have Flame Charge, which makes me faster than his entire team, and I have Iron Head, which if he goes DNC, which he might, if he leads like if he goes Dragapult, he might go DNC because Fairy type resists my Dark attack. I can then one-shot it with Iron Head and be done with it. I can also like multi-attack, which does a lot of damage to most of his mons, except the Urshifu, probably. So that's just a really good damage dealer. And lastly, I had Parting Shot, but the crits from Urshifu negate that. So I went with the U-turn. I can get some more chip. And all of this plays into Compe. I want an endgame where Compe can really sweep. I'm really hoping that happens. This is gonna be a really tough battle. I guess we'll have to see how it goes. I'll see you in the battle. Here we go. He brought the Brillable, which kind of surprises me. Electos is a bit of a surprise. I totally expect him to just bring like the top few Pokemon of his list. He doesn't have DNC. Wait, he doesn't have DNC. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, you too. That does mean I can get Top Rocks up. He let me. Mew is still a safe lead on practically everything. I can put up Stuff Rocks here. And let me go Venusaur. He goes Rotom. Makes sense. But I got my rocks up. Eerie Impulse, alright. That's an interesting one. My Scarf is kind of wasted, which is unfortunate. But Eerie Impulse is actually really cool. I get a Volt Switch off. I go Venusaur. The Acid sprays me. I'm just gonna take care of this. He goes to Dragapult. I'm just gonna hit him. Yeah. Alright, this is actually pretty good news. Because of Charizard. I'm gonna get a D-Dance off here. And that's gonna be really tough for him to deal with after that. Alright. Question is, does a Dragon Claw kill? Let me actually calculate that real quick. I did put my Pokemon into the calcs site, so let's see. Only show imported Pokemon. Put in the Charizard at +1 versus Rotom. Let's make it this. Oh, Flare Blitz always knocks it out. I'm just gonna click Flare Blitz and not have to care about this. He goes Dragapult. Is he scarfed? He is scarfed. Alright. That was a crazy risk. And it's good to see that he is indeed scarred. And actually, he's gonna go Dragapult now, and I'm gonna go Comfey here. He Draco Meteors me, has no effect. He should go Celesteela. Which, I can go Dragapult on. And, U-turn, I guess. Yeah, let me U-turn here into Mew, who can Volt Switch. This is a defensive Celesteela, which is good. Heavy Slam. I'm gonna multi-attack him. Does a good chunk. Mew comes back in and clicks Volt Switch again. Good thing, I think he's faster. No, he's not faster. He's very slow. He can try to go off Para here. I do actually get to get the switch and click Leech Life here. Excuse you. No. I was about to say, he's setting up on me and I don't think that works very well. I'm glad Buzzwole gets to do something this week. Yeah, I hit him with the Leech Life first because it was safe in case he went Dragapult. But he set up, and Draining Punch isn't resisted. And at this point, like, I get more from... I do more to him than he does to me. He's gonna go Dragapult. I'm just gonna give him Mew. And go Comfey. And click Trading Kiss. And I can just click Trading Kiss again, honestly. I get 2 nice hits off on it. And I can go back into Buzzwole. Click Leech Life. And yeah. He can't really... I think he was banded. I'm really glad Buzzwole got to do something in this game. The Eerie Impulse and Acid... Gastro Acid is the one that negates abilities. What was it? The Acid Spray. That were some really cool techs from his side. He did mention he didn't really have a good time prepping. So I was really glad to see that, because that's the fun stuff. That's the stuff you don't normally see and you only see in drafts. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Next week is the halfway point, so I'm gonna do an overview of the standings then. So you'll see that then. And I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.